Today we share the story of a man who changed the world by having just $100. Some reports say Pope Francis died leaving behind just $100. Yes, $100. Less than 90 euros. No home, no bank account, no investments in his name. Yet he is the head of the Catholic Church. A position that could earn him around $340,000 a year. But he refuses the money, every year, since 2013. Why? Because he is a Jesuit, and Jesuits take a vow of poverty. Rather than living in the luxurious Vatican apartments like his predecessors, he has moved into the Casa Santa Marta, a simple and unpretentious abode. No frills, no personal servants, just a bed, a desk, and his faith. He wears his worn black shoes, rejecting the traditional red moccasins. He travels in a small Ford Focus, while other religious leaders travel in limousines. He dined with Vatican employees, not in a private dining room. He was dressed simply, with no special jewelry, just a white robe and an iron cross. The world was shocked, but inspired by this holy leader. Who was Pope Francis? What made him different from the rest? And why did he choose poverty over power, simplicity over luxury, and service over self-interest? How did he manage to transform the Vatican with his radical decisions? In this video, we'll explore the life and legacy of Pope Francis, the man who became one of the most influential religious figures of our time by embracing poverty, simplicity, and service. His life story is a testament to the transformative power of these values and an inspiration to us all to live lives of purpose and meaning. So let's dive in and discover the secrets of Pope Francis's extraordinary journey. Born in Argentina in 1936, Jorge Mario Bergoglio showed signs of piety and leadership from an early age. After joining the Society of Jesus, he taught literature and philosophy before becoming the Bishop of Buenos Aires in 1998. Throughout his career, he was known for his commitment to social justice and his ability to connect with ordinary people. When he was elected Pope in 2013, he chose the name Francis in honor of Saint Francis of Assisi, known for his dedication to the poor and his love for all creatures. From the moment he stepped onto the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica as the new Pope, Francis made it clear that he intended to be a different kind of leader. One of his first acts as Pope was to move into the Casa Santa Marta, a small residence hall inside the Vatican walls instead of the luxurious papal apartments. This signaled his commitment to living a simple life and sharing in the struggles of ordinary Catholics. He also chose to wear a simple white robe and iron cross instead of the traditional finery, and he used a plain Ford Focus instead of a luxury car. These may seem like small things, but they were symbolic of the Pope's new approach to leadership. Francis was not interested in living a life of luxury or power. He wanted to be close to the people he served and to identify with their struggles and joys. But his commitment to simplicity went beyond his personal life. He also implemented major changes within the Vatican itself. One of his most significant decisions was to create a council of 8 cardinals from around the world to advise him on how to make the Church more transparent and accountable. This was a radical move that challenged the traditional power structure of the Church and opened up the papacy to a wider range of perspectives. He also implemented reforms to make the Church more inclusive and welcoming to those who had been marginalized or ignored, such as divorced Catholics and those who identify as LGBTQ+. Another key aspect of Francis's papacy has been his focus on social justice.
He has been a vocal critic of income inequality, environmental degradation, and the exploitation of the poor. In his 2013 encyclical letter, Evangelii Gaudium, he called for a more equitable distribution of wealth and an end to the culture of waste. He has also been a strong advocate for peace, urging world leaders to find peaceful solutions to conflicts and to protect innocent civilians caught in the crossfire. Despite his commitment to simplicity and service, Pope Francis has not been without his critics.
Some have accused him of being too lenient on issues such as homosexuality or divorce, while others have criticized his focus on social justice as being too political. However, these criticisms have not dampened his spirits. In fact, He has continued to speak out on issues he believes are important, regardless of the controversy they may cause. So why did Pope Francis leave behind millions? The answer lies in his deep-rooted values and unwavering commitment to his beliefs. Francis was not motivated by greed or a desire for luxury, but by a genuine love for humanity and a thirst for justice. He believed that by living a simple life, he would be better able to connect with the people he served and to understand their struggles and joys. By choosing poverty over power, he was able to live a life that was truly his own, free from the distractions of wealth and status. His decision to leave behind millions is a testament to his belief that material wealth is not the most important thing in life. Instead, he valued experiences, relationships, and the opportunity to make a positive impact on the world. For Francis, living a life of poverty was not about deprivation, but about freedom. He was free from the constraints of wealth and the burden of maintaining a luxurious lifestyle. This allowed him to focus on what was truly important to him, serving others and making the world a better place. In today's world, where material possessions are often seen as the ultimate measure of success, Francis's example is a powerful reminder of the importance of living a life of purpose and meaning. He showed that true happiness and fulfillment can only be found when we live according to our values and serve those around us. As Pope Francis leaves behind a legacy of simplicity, service, and social justice, his life story serves as a beacon of hope and inspiration for people around the world. He showed that even in the midst of great suffering and injustice, one person can make a difference. By embracing poverty, simplicity, and service, we can all follow in the footsteps of Pope Francis and strive to make the world a better place. When someone as influential as Pope Francis renounces wealth and material possessions, it sends a powerful message to the world. It challenges the notion that money and status are the ultimate measures of success and happiness. Instead, it highlights the importance of living a life of purpose, meaning, and service to others. By choosing to live a simple life, Francis was able to connect with people on a deeper level and to understand their struggles and joys. He was able to see the world through their eyes and to work tirelessly to improve their lives. Francis's example is particularly relevant in today's world, where there is a growing gap between the rich and the poor. His commitment to social justice and his advocacy for the rights of the marginalized and oppressed have given voice to those who have been silenced or ignored for far too long. He has shown that it is possible to live a life of luxury and privilege, while also living a life of poverty and struggle. By embracing simplicity, Francis has demonstrated that it is possible to live a life that is both meaningful and fulfilling, without the trappings of wealth and status. He has shown that true happiness and contentment come from living according to our values and serving those around us, rather than from accumulating material possessions. For Christians, Francis's example is particularly inspiring. As a Jesuit priest, he took vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience, and he lived out these vows in every aspect of his life. He showed that it is possible to live a life of deep faith and devotion, while also living a life of service and compassion. Francis's example is a challenge to all of us to examine our own lives and to ask ourselves what we value and what we want to leave behind as our legacy. Are we like Francis, who lived a life of simplicity, service, and compassion? Or are we like so many others who live lives of excess, greed, and selfishness? As we come to the end of this video, we hope that you have been inspired by the story of Pope Francis and his commitment to poverty, simplicity, and service. We encourage you to follow in his footsteps and to live a life that is both meaningful and fulfilling. Don't be afraid to embrace simplicity, to serve others, and to stand up for what you believe in, no matter what obstacles you may face. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe and leave a comment below with your thoughts or suggestions for future videos. We look forward to seeing you in the next one.